Under the clear blue sky of Yosemite Valley, massive granite cliffs rise like ancient towers, timelessly standing against the passage of time. Waterfalls cascade down from the mountaintops, whispering the endless tale of nature's powerful vitality. Is there anyone who stands before this majestic beauty and is not awestruck, not feeling the wonder? Yet behind this dazzling exterior lies a pristine, mysterious world where every moment is a fierce battle for survival. Summer arrives with its brilliant golden sunlight. Autumn paints the leaves in shades of yellow. Winter blankets Yosemite in pure icy white, and spring brings a fresh breeze. All of these blend together in an eternal dance of survival, full of life and mystery. Imagine standing among towering cliffs, looking down into the valley below, where every creature must exert all its strength to survive. Would you like to uncover the secrets hidden within this majestic landscape? Now, let's join Wild Kingdom Animal Documentary as we explore the hidden beauties and survival struggles in the harsh conditions of Yosemite. Welcome to the wilds of Yosemite, a survival battle in the magnificent wilderness, like a grand epic of nature. Here, deer gently wander across the meadows, but they are always alert to the hidden dangers around them. Seasoned predators, like bobcats and gray foxes, wait patiently in the shadows, biding their time to strike. Time seems to stand still in the brief moment when the bobcat lunges to capture its prey, ending the fragile rhythm of life. As the cold winter blankets Yosemite, nature's symphony shifts to a sorrowful and somber tune. Food becomes scarce, and predators become more brutal and determined in their struggle for the last scraps of food. Yet, amidst the tense backdrop, Yosemite retains its majestic beauty, still resonating with the captivating melodies of nature. Yosemite National Park, one of the most famous national parks in the United States, with iconic rock formations like El Capitan and Half Dome, has witnessed the life and death cycle of local wildlife for over 100 million years. European explorers first set foot in Yosemite in the early 19th century, but it was not until naturalist John Muir explored the valley that Yosemite's beauty was truly celebrated. Yosemite National Park was officially established in 1890, but its conservation foundation was laid in 1864 when President Abraham Lincoln signed the Grant Act, protecting the Yosemite Valley and the Mariposa Grove of giant sequoias. It was the first time in U.S. history that land was protected for its natural beauty, marking the beginning of the nationwide conservation movement. Located in the Sierra Nevada mountains of California, Yosemite National Park is a fortress carved from massive granite cliffs, resembling the ancient towers of a great civilization. Over millions of years, molten lava deep within the earth was shaped by rivers and glaciers through several major ice ages. Every spring, when the snow melts in the Sierra Nevada, waterfalls like Bridal Veil and Vernal Fall come to life, creating a grand symphony of water and stone. Can you hear the whisper of Yosemite Falls, towering at 2,425 feet, the tallest waterfall in North America, echoing day and night, telling the timeless story of nature? Yosemite, a magical paradise, is home to over 1,500 species of flowering plants, including 3 remarkable groves of giant sequoias, with Mariposa Grove being a special destination. This is where more than 500 sequoias stand tall, among them the grizzly giant, one of the largest and oldest trees in the world. These sequoias are not only masterpieces of nature but also symbols of immortality, proving the timeless power of nature. Are you ready to begin your journey to explore Yosemite, to not only witness its magnificent beauty, but also feel the intense heartbeat of this place? Let Wild Kingdom Animal Documentary take you on an emotional adventure, offering authentic experiences of the natural beauty and the dramatic survival struggles of wildlife in Yosemite. Without a doubt, this will be a place to hold unforgettable moments in your life. Beneath the dense canopy of Yosemite, a rich ecosystem supports over 400 species of wildlife. With 90 species of mammals, 262 species of birds, 22 species of reptiles, and 12 species of amphibians, each species has adapted to the harsh conditions here, constantly fighting and surviving through every season. As summer arrives, warm sunlight floods Yosemite Valley, and the Merced River sparkles under the sun. Here, ospreys perform perfect loops in the sky, circling before diving into the water to catch salmon. Meanwhile, Douglas squirrels diligently collect pine nuts that fall from the ancient trees, acting as natural artisans who maintain the ecological balance. As the sun rises, fields of flowers bloom, becoming a stage for the lynx's hunt. This small yet powerful wildcat, scientifically known as Lynx rufus, is well known for its stealth. According to a 2024 study by Yosemite National Park, in the summer, lynxes can expand their hunting range to 5 to 10 square miles. They weigh about 9 to 33 pounds and are 28 to 49 inches long, with strong muscles and the ability to move with the agility of a shadow, executing strategic attacks with fluid grace. In the thick summer vegetation, lynxes make the most of their ability to stalk and camouflage. They move silently, leaving no trace, staying low to the ground, waiting with absolute patience. When the time comes, a single leap of up to 10 feet allows them to capture their prey with precision. Lynxes are opportunistic hunters, adaptable in their hunting methods. They can climb trees to catch birds, wait by streams to catch fish, or use their powerful jumps to take down larger prey. 30 to 50%, higher than many other predators in the area. Not only the lynx, but also the gray fox, scientifically known as Urocyon cinerio argenteus, is one of the strongest survivors thanks to its diverse adaptability. The gray fox is an omnivore, hunting mice, rabbits, small birds, and when necessary it can also eat insects, fruit, and seeds. Its most notable feature is its ability to climb trees, a rare skill among foxes, allowing it to reach bird nests, fruit, and small prey on branches. However, its life is far from easy, as the gray fox is both a hunter and prey for the lords of the sky. More than 70% of the gray fox's hunting activity takes place at night and early in the morning, avoiding the golden eagle's hunting hours. This reduces the risk of being attacked by golden eagles significantly. But even when within the golden eagle's sight, the gray fox still has a 60% chance of escaping. When threatened from above, it often quickly dives into dense forests or rock crevices to find shelter. Sometimes, to escape pursuing eagles, the gray fox will suddenly fall to the ground and run in the opposite direction, causing the eagle to lose its momentum and trail. Its climbing ability not only helps it hunt, but also serves as a weapon for evading predators and other rivals. This flexibility in both hunting and defensive strategies has helped maintain a stable population of gray foxes in Yosemite, estimated at about 2,500 to 3,000 individuals in 2023, according to Yosemite National Park data. While it occasionally faces the cunning gray fox, the golden eagle remains one of the most formidable predators in the skies of Yosemite. As one of the most famous eagle species, Aquila chrysitos, the golden eagle takes full advantage of summer to deploy its aerial hunting strategies. About 70% of its hunting activity occurs in the early morning and late afternoon, avoiding the midday heat. This is also when prey such as rabbits and ground squirrels are most active. With a wingspan of nearly 6.5 feet, the golden eagle soars on thermal currents, effortlessly scanning the ground below for prey. Its superior vision, 4 to 5 times sharper than that of humans, allows the eagle to detect prey from distances of up to 1.8 miles. Once the target is identified, it dives at speeds of up to 150 miles per hour, using the power of its descent to capture its prey. The eagle's sharp, powerful talons can exert a grip of up to 400 pounds per square inch, strong enough to crush large prey like rabbits, gray foxes, and even lambs. This strength and hunting strategy allow the golden eagle to maintain its top position in Yosemite's ecosystem, despite environmental challenges and fierce competition from other predators. With the ability to fly at speeds up to 200 miles per hour, the golden eagle is not only a terrifying predator, but also a symbol of elegance and power in the raptor kingdom. Its vision, as sharp as a razor and capable of seeing up to 3 miles, enables the golden eagle to spot prey from the sky, making it an unbeatable warrior in nature's survival struggle. Under the Yosemite sun, while predators dominate the landscape, beavers have a different mission along the peaceful streams and lakes. The largest rodent in North America, scientifically known as Castor canadensis, beavers are the architects of freshwater ecosystems. Summer is the peak of beaver activity, as they use their sharp saw-like teeth to easily gnaw through branches and small trees ranging from 2 to 6 inches in diameter. They patiently drag each branch, sometimes weighing up to 10 pounds, back to their lodge to build strong dams. An adult beaver can cut and transport over 200 branches throughout the summer, an unrelenting effort to ensure a stable water source and a safe shelter for the coming cold winter. The dams that beavers build in Yosemite are not only defensive structures, but also ecological wonders, acting as powerful shields that regulate water flow, prevent erosion, and create stable ponds. In addition to construction, beavers continuously maintain their dams by adding mud and fresh branches, repairing any damage caused by heavy rains or strong currents to ensure the dam remains sturdy. In areas with beaver dams, soil erosion rates are reduced by up to 30% compared to places without them. These dams create small ponds and wetlands, maintaining moisture for surrounding vegetation and providing crucial water resources during dry seasons. A 2024 study by the Yosemite Conservation Organization found that beaver dams increase biodiversity in the area by up to 25%, making them excellent ecological oases within Yosemite. As autumn arrives, Yosemite dons a new coat of brilliant yellow and red, replacing the lush green of summer. Leaves begin to fall, creating a rustling carpet beneath your feet, while the air grows colder, signaling the harsh winter ahead. This is a time of transformation in nature, and the animals in Yosemite are no exception, as they hurry to prepare for the long winter ahead. Will mule deer be able to survive in rugged terrain and when facing a predator's chase? Share your thoughts in the comments, and keep watching the video to discover the spectacular survival strategies of the animals in Yosemite. Wild Kingdom Animal Documentary will take you on a surprising journey where animals like mule deer must constantly fight to protect their lives in the wild. The mule deer, scientifically known as Otocoileus hemionus, is one of the iconic animals of Yosemite, with an estimated population of 5,000 to 6,000 individuals, according to the Yosemite National Park Service in 2023. This is one of the largest mule deer populations in California and plays a crucial role in maintaining the ecological balance of the park. As September brings the colors of autumn, mule deer begin their journey from the high mountains, where the cold is settling in, down to lower areas in search of green grass and nutritious shrubs. This journey is not only a migration stretching over hundreds of miles, but also a survival challenge, where each step is a matter of life and death. With large ears standing up like radars, mule deer move silently through valleys and forests, always alert to potential threats. Mule deer mainly forage in the early morning and late evening, when darkness begins to fall and the sun is still low, to avoid predators. Their sharp eyesight and keen sense of smell help them easily detect food sources, while also identifying enemies from a distance. The presence of many individuals in a herd increases the chances of early detection of predators and mutual protection through warning signals, reducing the mortality rate from predation by up to 15%. Mule deer also tend to choose steep terrain with obstacles like rocks and dense shrubs to hide. These areas not only help them stay out of sight of predators, but also provide a natural advantage when they need to escape. A 2024 study from the Wildlife Management Journal found that mule deer have a 20% higher survival rate in complex terrain compared to flatlands. When pursued, mule deer often use a zigzag running pattern and scatter from the herd to create confusion, making it harder for predators to focus on a single target, thus increasing the survival chances for the whole group. In autumn, mule deer can consume 4 to 8 pounds of leaves, grass, and energy-rich shrubs daily, helping them increase their body fat by 15 to 20%. This fat layer serves as an important energy reserve for the harsh winter months when food becomes scarce. Meanwhile, competition for food among predators becomes fiercer than ever. This adaptability has helped maintain the coyote population in Yosemite, with an estimated 400 to 600 individuals in 2023. The coyote, scientifically known as Canis latrans, also participates in this fierce survival battle. With agility and a flexible hunting strategy in packs, they often make a living by scavenging carcasses and know how to chase away larger species through numbers and speed. They are ready to face formidable opponents, such as ravens, golden eagles, and even bears, to fight for every scrap of food. However, coyotes do not solely rely on scavenging. They can adjust their diet to adapt to harsh conditions. As omnivores, they take advantage of anything available, from small animals to fruits, berries, and herbs. They are also known to dig small holes to bury surplus food, storing it for the scarce days of winter. This adaptability has helped maintain the coyote population in Yosemite, with an estimated 400 to 600 individuals in 2023. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to support us with a like, share, and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any interesting and informative videos in the future. While predators compete under the Yosemite sun, black bears, scientifically known as Ursus americanus, employ a completely different survival strategy. As autumn arrives, black bears begin a race to store fat in preparation for the long hibernation ahead. With an incredibly keen sense of smell, they can detect food from over a mile away. Throughout the fall, black bears wander tirelessly, covering dozens of miles each day, exploring forests in search of food. By late autumn, bears in Yosemite focus on finding calorie-rich foods such as berries, acorns, roots, and nuts from oak, chestnut, and pine trees to store fat for hibernation. The amount of food they consume spikes dramatically, reaching up to 20,000 calories per day, many times their usual intake. As a result, black bear body weight can increase by about 30% in the fall, with a thick layer of fat serving as both an energy reserve and insulation to protect them from the harsh winter cold. As autumn draws to a close, black bears begin searching for or digging dens to hibernate, typically choosing caves, large tree cavities, or dense thickets as their shelter. From late October to early November, they carefully prepare these dens, ensuring they are warm and safe from predators or severe weather. As temperatures drop, black bears gradually reduce their activity, adjusting their bodies and entering hibernation for 4 to 7 months, marking the end of a challenging fall and preparing for the harsh winter ahead. As winter blankets the land, the magnificent Yosemite transforms into a harsh battlefield where every creature must struggle to survive. The snow-covered Sierra Nevada peaks turn Yosemite into a frigid place, challenging even the strongest species. Due to the extreme conditions and food shortages, about 20% of the mule deer population cannot survive the winter, according to the Wildlife Management Journal in 2024. At night, temperatures can drop below 20 degrees Fahrenheit and even reach as low as 10 degrees Fahrenheit at higher elevations, making life incredibly difficult for animals. During the brief daylight hours, only about 9 hours, the weak sunlight is insufficient to melt the thick snow or warm the ground. Yosemite Valley accumulates about 65 inches of snow each winter, but in higher areas like Tuolumne Meadows, the snow depth can exceed 200 inches. The thick snow presents a massive challenge for wildlife, making movement and foraging a life-or-death struggle. To cope with these harsh conditions, black bears enter hibernation, drastically reducing their physiological activity to conserve energy, relying on stored fat as a supply. Their metabolism slows down to just 50 to 60% of normal levels, and their body temperature drops from around 99 degrees Fahrenheit to 88 degrees Fahrenheit. The heart rate of black bears also significantly slows, from 40 to 50 beats per minute, down to just 8 to 12 beats per minute. Even while hibernating, black bears are not completely motionless. Sometimes they wake for brief moments to adjust their position or observe their surroundings. Particularly, female bears often give birth during hibernation, usually between January and February, with litters ranging from 1 to 3 cubs. Thanks to their remarkable adaptability and hibernation habits, the black bear population in Yosemite remains stable, with an estimated 300 to 500 individuals in 2023, making them one of the strongest black bear populations in California. Black bears in Yosemite continue to prove that even in the harshest conditions, life can endure and thrive. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to support us with a like, share, and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any interesting and informative videos in the future. While the black bear sinks deeply into its long hibernation, the coyote must tirelessly search for food amid the thick winter snow. This is the time when food sources are scarcer than ever, forcing coyotes to travel 10 to 15 miles each day in search of sustenance. In winter, their fur becomes thicker, not only keeping them warm, but also providing insulation, helping them withstand heat loss in freezing conditions. With keen hearing, coyotes have a significant advantage when hunting. They move silently through snow-covered forests, listening carefully for the faintest sounds beneath the thick snow. Once they locate their prey, they quickly leap, digging through the snow to catch small animals like rabbits and squirrels. As omnivores, coyotes are ready to eat anything to survive, from hunting prey to scavenging animal carcasses, leftover fruit, and even human garbage. In their search for food, they sometimes venture close to human settlements, creating a risk of conflict and potentially leading to them being killed in order to protect human safety. On the high peaks of Yosemite, where the cold wind cuts through the cliffs, there is a small animal that resembles a rabbit but bravely survives the winter. The pika, scientifically known as Achatona princeps. Pikas remain active throughout the cold months, and food storage becomes a matter of survival for them. Despite their small size, pikas have an impressive ability to adapt to the frigid winter. Pikas typically live in rock crevices, which protect them from the cold wind and snow, as well as provide a safe place to store food. However, climate change is severely threatening the survival of this small creature. As temperatures rise, they are forced to move to elevations above 9,500 feet, where the environment remains cold enough for them to survive. Winter is also the greatest survival challenge of the year for golden eagles, as food becomes scarce. With thick snow covering the mountaintops, many golden eagles are forced to temporarily move to lower or less snowy areas for easier access to food. However, most of the golden eagle population remains in their breeding areas, expanding their hunting range up to 150 square miles in an effort to find food. Golden eagles continue to use aerial hunting tactics, relying on their excellent vision to detect prey even when it is hidden beneath the snow. They fly high, scanning for movement or animal carcass signs left behind by other predators. However, winter forces the main prey of golden eagles, such as rabbits and gray foxes, to become less active, reducing their hunting success rate to only 20 to 30%, compared to 40 to 50% in summer and fall. This is one of the harshest seasons for predators in Yosemite, testing the endurance and adaptability of each creature to survive the cold winter difficulties. When hunting becomes difficult, golden eagles turn to scavenging the carcasses of large animals that have perished due to the cold snow, such as mule deer or lambs. This strategy helps them conserve energy instead of exhausting themselves in difficult chases. In winter, around 25 to 30% of a golden eagle's diet comes from the carcasses of other animals. However, the food scarcity also increases competition between golden eagles and other predators like coyotes and bears, leading to dangerous confrontations over each precious piece of meat, sometimes causing injury or loss of valuable energy for the golden eagles. The harsh winter is not only a survival challenge, but also a battle to protect the existence of this majestic bird. Like the pika, golden eagles are also being affected by climate change, which severely impacts their habitat and food sources. Currently, the golden eagle population in Yosemite has dwindled. food scarcity and habitat loss. After a long and harsh winter, Yosemite awakens in the spring sunlight, with powerful melting streams rushing down the valley, bringing new life to the entire park. Trees begin to sprout fresh green leaves, adding vibrant colors to the majestic landscape of Yosemite. This is the moment when a new life cycle begins, as nature dons a joyful, promising cloak. The first flowers bloom across the meadows, signaling to migrating birds that it is time to return and build their nests. From small sparrows to larger birds like golden eagles, all begin to build nests and care for the new offspring. Small animals like squirrels, minks, and pikas also become active in this spring revival. Their activity levels increase by up to 40% compared to winter, as they make up for the months of scarcity they've endured. Their activity doubles compared to winter, as they take advantage of the warmer weather to reinforce and expand their habitat. They put all their effort into repairing and expanding dams, lodges, and their network of tunnels. Spring is also a crucial time in the beaver's reproductive cycle. After mating in late winter or early spring, beaver kits are typically born at the end of spring, with each litter consisting of 2 to 4 pups. Both parents are involved in caring for and protecting the young, teaching them essential skills such as dam building, foraging, and lodge maintenance. The young beavers begin to leave the lodge, learning from their parents how to manage water flow, build and repair dams, and find food. This process not only helps them develop important survival skills, but also ensures that these techniques are passed down to future generations, sustaining life and ecological balance in Yosemite. After hibernating throughout the winter in their lodge, beavers begin to become highly active again in the spring. From late March to early April, as the weather warms up, black bears begin to leave their dens. By this time, they have lost about 20 to 30% of their body weight from using up their fat reserves during hibernation. They need a few weeks to restore normal physiological functions, such as digestion and metabolism. During this phase, black bears start by eating easily digestible foods, such as young grass and tree shoots, to reactivate their digestive systems. Once their bodies have adapted, they shift to more nutrient-dense foods like berries, roots, and occasionally animal carcasses. Spring is also when mother bears lead their cubs out of the den for the first time. The cubs, typically born in January or February, begin to follow their mother in search of food and learn essential survival skills by spring. The survival of the cubs in spring heavily relies on the protection and guidance of their mother, as well as her ability to find safe and abundant food sources. The cubs spend about 80% of their day observing and mimicking their mother's actions. With each step, they gradually learn to identify edible plants and become familiar with their surroundings. This process is a vital foundation for helping the cubs develop survival skills, preparing them for independent life when they leave their mother by late summer or early fall. The herbivores of Yosemite, such as mule deer, have struggled through the food-scarce winter and now enter spring with an urgent need to recover their health and regain lost weight. In the early days of spring, mule deer search for tender grass, new tree shoots, and fresh green leaves, slowly recovering after the long, harsh winter. For male deer, spring also marks a crucial period for growing back the antlers that were shed at the end of winter. The antler growth process requires a large amount of calcium and nutrients, and new antlers can grow up to 0.5 to 1 inch per week, completing the process by the end of summer. As their antlers develop, male deer begin to establish and defend their territories, preparing for the mating season in the fall. Spring is also the breeding season for female deer, with each typically giving birth to 1 or 2 fawns in late May or early June, in areas with dense vegetation to ensure safety from predators like coyotes and golden eagles. During the first weeks of life, fawns learn how to move and forage, always staying close to their mothers to learn essential survival skills. This process not only helps the fawns develop physically, but also equips them with important skills for their future independent lives. Spring is a time full of vitality as fawns step into life under the devoted protection of their mothers in lush grasslands. The lessons of survival begin with their first steps, where each movement and method of foraging carries life or death significance. Over time, these skills not only help the fawns grow strong, but also serve as a solid foundation for facing the harsh challenges of the wild. Among these, environmental changes are becoming an increasingly important factor, affecting the lives of the species here. Over the past century, Yosemite has witnessed a significant change, with the average temperature rising by about 3 degrees Fahrenheit. This increase is not just a number, but a sign of profound changes in nature. Warmer winters and less snow have reduced water reserves in the mountains, leading to drought conditions in the spring and summer. Streams that once flowed abundantly are now drying up, threatening the lives of beavers, pikas, golden eagles, and many other species. In 2023, Yosemite Conservancy emphasized that the reduction in snow could decrease the size of wetland areas by 20 to 30%, directly affecting beavers and many species dependent on these habitats. Climate change not only impacts native species, but also affects the entire ecosystem of Yosemite. Plant species like whitebark pines are facing increasingly harsh conditions. The drying streams also impact the migration of salmon, a vital food source for many animals. Mule deer are forced to travel farther in search of food, sometimes leading to conflicts with predators like coyotes and golden eagles. Moreover, climate change is causing deep changes in Yosemite's ecosystem, with extreme weather events becoming more frequent and severe, such as violent storms and flash floods. These flash floods not only wash away infrastructure, but also destroy the habitats of riverbank-dwelling species like beavers and migratory birds, causing devastating impacts. According to the National Park Service in 2023, these environmental changes present significant challenges, not only for the animals, but also for the rich ecosystem of Yosemite. The floods destroy beaver dams, which have been built with great effort, and alter the natural water flow, disrupting fragile freshwater ecosystems. Bird species like the belted kingfisher, which come to Yosemite to nest, are also severely affected. Riverbanks, once safe nesting sites, are now unstable and dangerous. In addition to floods, Yosemite has faced prolonged droughts from 2020 to 2023, pushing the ecosystem to its limits as streams dry up, lake levels drop sharply, and vegetation withers, clearly signaling the severity of the drought. For species that heavily rely on water, such as mule deer and golden eagles, the lack of water poses a significant threat. However, alongside the economic benefits of increased tourism, there are unintended impacts on the fragile ecosystem of the park. Over the past decade, Yosemite has faced a significant increase in wildfires, turning its majestic forests into raging infernos. One of the most devastating fires, the Rim Fire in 2013, burned over 250,000 acres of forest, leaving deep scars on Yosemite's beautiful landscape. The fire not only destroyed trees, but also obliterated the entire ecosystem that countless animals depend on. Ancient forests, once safe havens and ideal habitats for species like the northern spotted owl and the American marten, were severely damaged by these fires. However, not everything was lost. For ancient trees like the giant sequoias, fire plays an important role in their regeneration process. These towering sequoias, with their thick bark like a shield, rely on fire to stimulate the dispersal of their seeds. As the fire consumes the dense vegetation on the forest floor, it leaves a thin layer of ash, which is essential for sequoia seeds to germinate, while also removing competing plant species, creating space for young sequoias to grow. This is evidence of the natural cycle, where fire is not only a destructive force, but also a catalyst for regeneration. However, the uncontrolled increase in wildfires, largely caused by climate change, is posing a tremendous challenge to Yosemite's ecosystem. Frequent and intense fires not only destroy what needs to be protected, but also disrupt the natural balance. In 2023, Yosemite Conservancy warned that while fire is a natural part of the ecosystem, climate change is making fires harder to control, leading to firestorms that far exceed the ecosystem's ability to recover, threatening species that have adapted to smaller, less intense fires. Additionally, with its magnificent beauty and rich history, Yosemite has become a top destination, attracting more than 4 million visitors annually. However, alongside the economic benefits of increased tourism, there are unintended impacts on the fragile ecosystem of the park. As humans move closer to nature, wildlife species like black bears are facing new challenges. The black bear, a symbol of Yosemite, is increasingly attracted to human food sources. A 2023 report from Yosemite National Park revealed that about 30% of the black bear population in the park has had direct interactions with human food or waste. This is a concerning figure, as these encounters not only alter the bear's natural behavior, but also increase the risk of conflict, sometimes leading to tragic outcomes for both the bears and humans. Rather than foraging in the wild, some bears have become dependent on human food, resulting in changes in their behavior and even their health. This dependence not only diminishes the bear's natural survival skills, but also puts them in dangerous situations when they come into close contact with humans. The combination of natural and human factors has created a series of complex challenges for Yosemite's ecosystem, raising significant questions about the park's future and the precious creatures living within it. In 2023, Yosemite Conservancy warned that without stricter management measures, human-wildlife interactions will continue to rise, leading to unpredictable consequences. The development of infrastructure to accommodate the massive influx of visitors is also leaving a lasting impact on Yosemite's natural environment. Located in the heart of California, Yosemite is often referred to as a natural gem, with towering granite cliffs and majestic waterfalls, symbolizing the raw, awe-inspiring beauty of Earth. However, alongside its beauty, Yosemite faces tremendous challenges in protecting wildlife and maintaining the fragile balance of its ecosystem. One of the most important steps in preserving Yosemite is restoring and protecting its vital ecosystems. Here, conservation is not just about protecting ancient forests or pristine streams, but is a constant battle to safeguard species at risk of becoming endangered. One of the most effective strategies is habitat restoration. By rehabilitating damaged areas and preventing the spread of invasive plant species, Yosemite has succeeded in restoring biodiversity. A 2023 study by the National Park Service showed that these efforts have increased the area of natural habitat by 15% over the past decade. Managing visitor numbers is also a crucial conservation measure in Yosemite. With millions of visitors each year, human activity can severely harm the ecosystem. To address this, Yosemite has implemented a program to limit access to sensitive areas during peak seasons, while also raising public awareness about the importance of protecting nature. According to a report by Yosemite Conservancy in 2024, waste has decreased by 20%, and the negative impact on wildlife has significantly reduced since the program was launched. A key part of this success is the protection of black bears, which faced many threats due to human encroachment in the early 21st century. The black bear population had been severely reduced due to poaching and human conflict. However, thanks to persistent conservation efforts, the situation has improved. Community education programs about not leaving food outdoors and the installation of bear-proof trash cans have greatly reduced dangerous encounters between bears and humans. By 2023, the black bear population had significantly increased, with more than 400 individuals recorded in the park. According to a 2023 NPS report, bear-related incidents have decreased by 75% compared to previous years. Another inspiring conservation success is the recovery of the beaver population. Beavers disappeared from Yosemite in the early 20th century, but a reintroduction program in the 1930s helped them return and thrive. By 2023, the beaver population had significantly increased, and the dams they built have helped improve water quality and enhance biodiversity. These successes in Yosemite show that conservation is a long journey, requiring the collective effort of the entire community. Protecting Yosemite is not just about conserving a national park, but also about safeguarding our future, much like tending to each plant in a garden. Every small action contributes to a strong and sustainable ecosystem. Every decision we make today directly affects future generations, helping to maintain the balance and life in nature. Protecting Yosemite is protecting the shared home of all living creatures, honoring and preserving the stunning beauty of our planet. If you've ever visited Yosemite, please share your experience in the comments below so that Wild Kingdom Animal Documentaries audience can see the true beauty of Yosemite through your eyes. Such wonderful experiences leave a lasting impression, and we'd love to hear about them. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to join us on magical adventures where the stories of nature are still waiting to be told. Along the busy roads and concentrated areas like Yosemite Valley, the natural landscape is being fragmented by networks of transportation and construction. The once dense forests, which served as safe havens for species like gray foxes, mountain lions, and mule deer, are now being divided, diminishing the quality of their habitats. Yosemite Conservancy recorded in 2023 that the continued expansion of tourism infrastructure has had significant negative impacts, threatening the delicate balance between humans and nature in Yosemite.